So I've been wearing this makeup all day, and say if I was going to go out tonight, obviously not that I am, I would pump this makeup up by literally layering some more foundation on top of what I've got on, which is a bit of a BB tinted SPF, which I've kind of rubbed in, so there isn't really much left. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, which is quite new. You can only get it on Amazon at the moment. I tried it out yesterday, really lovely, really like the finish. It's quite sheer. And then I'm just going to mix it with a little Becca liquid illuminator. This is in rose gold, which is a really pretty kind of goldy shade. And I would use my buffing foundation brush to blend it on the back of my hand, and just start by applying it through the T-zone. And I love how these really work into the skin. I mean, I can't remember the last time I used one of the flat foundation brushes, which I always used to use, but since these have come out, I haven't looked back basically. I love the fact that this is quite a fat one and you can get it on kind of quite quickly. So I'm just trying to check in the other mirror. Bit of a new setup in here. Yeah, so I love the L'Oreal, but for me I want something a little bit thicker and maybe a little bit glowier. But for a kind of sheer every day, it's absolutely lovely. Okay, so that is on. Now before I do any concealer, I'm gonna go back to the eyes. So I've already got mascara on, I put a bit of a shadow stick on and smudged it in. So this is gonna make a bit of a nice base anyway to start with. And this is just a really easy way to do eyeliner. Take an angle brush, take a really dark shadow. This is Soot from MAC. I'm just gonna take it out of the palette here. And yeah, get your angle brush into the shadow. Maybe tap off the excess, or even do it on the back of your hand. And just literally going along the lash line with that angle brush. So when you get to the edge, I would turn it over and come in. And it's just makes the lashes look thicker at the root. You don't have to worry about putting a liquid eyeliner on, which can be more tricky. I like to go all the way into the corner. And then on top again, and just almost like pressing it into the root of the lash. Just going along. Much harder to do this with the mirror behind the phone. Any tips? Anyone can let me know, please let me know. Maybe I need to buy the ring light with the mirror attached to it. Might be easier. Okay. And then again, just coming in that edge so you can give yourself a little bit of a wing. And always keep everything quite up, so everything's quite lifted. All right, easy. I'll probably take a bit underneath as well. So easy, so much easier than trying to draw a liner on, so we can see nice and smoky. Okay, I'm just bought this lovely Charlotte Tilbury palette before lockdown, the Instant Eye. So pretty, lots of beautiful kind of her Pillow Talk shades. And yeah, I am going to take my smudger brush is sold out, so I'm going to use the MAC one. Some of the Dreamy Dream. I love these purple shades, so pretty. The kind of really rich one, and just pump it up a little bit more. I'm just tapping off the excess of the shadow, just at this edge here. Some colour. And when the eyes open, that bit just above the iris that you can see, this really makes the eyes pop. I love these pretty warm colours. So nice for summer as well. Okay, so that's on there. Okay, I'm going to take the Kitco blender. I'm going in with a really soft shade here. Love this, Day. So the Day blender shade. And I'm going to tap the excess off on my hand. So this colour, ideally, maybe pull the eye a little bit. Just tighten the skin up. And into the socket here, and just go back and forth. And I really like to just really buff it and blend it out and up. So to the other side, working it in. Hopefully we're even. I think so. And for a little bit of glitz, or a little bit of shimmer, I'm just going to take my finger in the middle shade and just pop a little bit of this just here. Yeah, that's pretty. I think this look will look really nice on anybody. I mean, these peachy shades are great on blue eyes. I've got kind of greeny blue eyes. Still think it's flattering, nice in the summer, lovely on brown eyes, hazel eyes. I think it will suit everybody. Okay, we're on. Okay, next concealer. I'm loving Estee Lauder 24 Hour Double Wear. Love the Double Wear foundations as well, and the Double Wear Light. Excuse my top. And this is definitely a shade lighter than me. And I love a sponge applicator. I love the IT concealers as well, but just a bit more of a faff to squeeze it out the tube. And then, you know, I like the fact this comes with an applicator. And I'd like to try the Stretch Concealer by Glossier. If anyone tried that, I would love to know how that is. Okay, so that is on. I quite like to use a separate concealer on the skin. These pots by MAC are fabulous. You can literally go straight in, and I always do it around the nose here to lift. Here. And then maybe a little bit, if there's areas that still look a bit pinky that are showing through, I'd rather have a slightly sheerer base than put it on too heavy. Okay, while the skin is kind of still a bit tacky, using my Skunk blusher brush, I'm just going to swirl it into this lovely MAC. I adore this. It's a bit like, this is Nance, but yeah, it's a bit like the Cheeky Bronze. I love Cheeky Bronze as well. And it's got a lovely glow, and I almost use it a bit like a contour, only a little bit, and just take it underneath. I don't go too mad for contour. I don't think it suits me. I don't like it looking too heavy. And then just a bit through the hairline. Nice to have the glow. And also here and down the neck, making sure, I mean, ideally the face wants to match the neck. I've got a bit of a tinted SPF 50 on my chest. That lovely number 7 one, which has been a favourite of mine, the Perfect and Perfect, for a couple of years now. Okay, all on. Just going to set everything, which is absolutely essential, with some Hourglass Veil. I also love the Morphe Pink loose powder. Now, I always use a really small tapered brush. The Real Techniques one is great for this. It's just really nicely tapered. And I'm not going to over powder. I think that should be enough. And I like to keep this, I mean, you can maybe sculpt this a little bit more through here. Keep the skin quite fresh and kind of dewy looking. Glossier Cream Blush. These are really subtle. It's not as heavy as my, I love the Stila blush as well. I'm going to go with the Glossier. Really just pop a little on the apples. And it's just a really youthful look. And so easy to blend. You know, some of them can be a bit thick. This is really easy and just fresh looking. And I don't think I'm even going to bother with highlighter. Probably just apply a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash. Just go over the mascara again. On the top lashes. This MAC mascara is the bomb for the bottom lashes. I always use it. I use a separate one on the top and to the bottom. This is waterproof. It doesn't smudge, doesn't budge. And I'm just going to go over the top. And the brush is really small. And then I may just do a little bit more lip gloss. But yeah, I think we're good to go nowhere. Maybe call somebody on FaceTime.